Hello, everybody. We are glad to see you again at our educational channel. As we promised, that every time we will invite interesting people who are representing their schools. Today we have got a special guest. It seems to me who is very popular in Azerbaijan. It seems to me there is no one who doesn't know this person. Yes, it's Mr. Francesco Banchini, the CEO and head of the European Azerbaijan School.
Thank
Before inviting Mr. Banchini to our program, I looked, I have known about him a lot, but just decided to prepare to
Investigate.
get more
Yeah.
yes, information about him and found a lot of interesting information. Yes, that to be honest, I didn't know. I knew that you're educator, trainer, but I didn't know that you are composer, songwriter, that researcher, musician.
Not
Yes,
anymore nowadays,
yes.
more in the
In
past.
any case,
Yes.
as I mentioned before today,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
it's
yes.
in any case your background. It's
Indeed.
made you
Yes.
Francesco
Indeed.
Banchini.
Indeed.
So again, a lot of universities you're just graduated from. One university, Tor Vergata University in Rome, then Harvard University,
Yes.
then Bas University, and it seems to me you never stop and everlasting education.
Lifelong
Yes,
learners. So
yes,
we
life.
always,
Yes, learn to live.
Yes,
It was
indeed.
yes, nice word. And also you are here in Wikipedia. It was written that your expertise spans various educational systems, including BIP, IBM-IP, IBDP. It seemed to me everything about IB, you know,
It's
yes,
my
and
passion.
you're,
So
yes,
yes.
it's, yeah.
Yeah.
So welcome.
Thank you.
Nice to see you. And I think that it would be nice if you yourself just will introduce yourself in
Thank you.
short.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you.
Start
Miss
with the
Pesta.
musician.
Start with the
yes,
musician.
yes.
Okay. So thank you very much for
Yeah.
inviting me in today. So if I
Mhm.
start looking back, I look at myself when I was 6 to 8 years old, and I wanted to become. Firstly, I wanted to become a mathematician. Secondly, I want to become a classical ballet dancer. Thirdly, the life projected me in a music career.
And what about your family? In your family, there were people who were
No
representatives
one.
of art. It
No
was just
one.
your soul.
Yes, yes. Nobody was a former
Italian
musician.
soul of
Possibly, yes,
Yeah.
possibly.
Yeah.
And I started in a very small place, so that is called a city town that is called Pozzuoli, and many, many years ago. So, and I started in a municipality band, and I started my career. I studied at a conservatory at the same time. I've been trained how to become a teacher. So I had these two
music teacher or
music
just
teacher and also as a normal teacher. And after I move ahead in the career on the music and also on the education.
And what made you? Yes, what did make you change from, as you said, from a normal
Right.
teacher to normal teacher
I've
and
seen,
become
yes,
educator?
thank
Yes.
you. I've seen the impact that I was doing in the classes and on the kids. I was in the past. I was working as a musician in an orchestra, and a friend of mine, he was doing a tour abroad, and he asked me to replace him. So I say, why not? No problem. So I went to this international school, and I've seen the impact of engaging students through music, through different culture, through different languages, and the way that we were able to have a positive outcome in the students.
In any case, music helped you.
Indeed,
Yes.
indeed.
Because absolutely, you are right. Just through the music, through this,
Yes.
it seems to me, understanding of education.
Indeed,
It
yes.
makes not easier, but at least I think that it's always nice when people saying that education should be not fun, but children or students, they should enjoy their
Right.
education.
They need to enjoy. They need to learn. The learning process is faster if you enjoy the learning, and if the teacher engaged you in doing the lesson. So at that time, I saw the outcome and I said, okay, I shift my direction. On the positive outcome, it was the head of the school. She said, I want you as a new music teacher. So I'm going to fire the other one. I said, no, this is not good. This is not right.
It was in Italy.
It was in Italy, in the south of Italy. And my friend said, okay, no problem. I don't want to be a music teacher. No matter, I really enjoyed it, and I started my music
It was
career.
just enjoyment, or maybe there were some financial also income better when you are,
No,
for
it's not.
example.
It was
It's
nothing
more
about
just what
yes,
was
personal,
close to you.
internal rewards. So
Yes.
we have external motivation, internal motivation. That was something I was seeing that a really strong impact on students and was internally rewarded.
But yes, you then became, then you went to Harvard. It was
Oh,
just
yeah.
yes.
Harvard University, Bath University of Bath. I did my MA, and I'm still continuing to studying, doing ADD, a doctorate, PhD.
And do you sometimes remember that your music playing in your soul?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I was trying to not to leave the music life, but there was a certain point which I had to choose. So because the music required time, dedication, that was not able to match with the education. Yeah. And when I was a musician, I played, I studied 6 hours a day, 7 hours a day. The more you practice, the better you will be.
Of course.
But there was no possibility. So I shift. Now I play only during evening time with my kids.
Okay.
And we sing together.
And what musical instrument did you play?
Main instrument was clarinet, but I play guitar, piano, violin. So
I remember when the first people said there is a new head of European Azerbaijan School. There was, it seemed a promotion campaign or something. I don't remember. Something I heard or saw just now. You're telling. I remember you were playing some musical instrument.
Yes. Every year when I try not to forget who I was at.
Yeah.
And every year or whenever there is a possibility, I bring students together to sing together. Maybe at the end of the year or maybe during the year or for some celebrations. And at that time, it was really, really nice to bring students and show to the audience, show around outside the school. Because education, you know better than me, learning will not happen only in the school, but also outside the school.
Of course.
And that was a great experience with the students. I had with the students. We had a lot of fun. And also the parents, they enjoyed. So learning is you need to find the right way to engage the students and to support them.
And how many countries you have been before you came to Azerbaijan? In how many schools, you've worked
on the educational path. I started in Italy, in the south of Italy, after we moved with my family to Doha in Qatar. And our third child was born in Doha. And after from Doha, we moved to Nairobi, Kenya, international school, and Switzerland also in between two cities. And after Switzerland, I found out I landed in Azerbaijan, in Baku.
How many years you were?
This is my 6th year now.
6 years. Yes. Since you are already Azeri.
I hope so. This is my wish. This is my wish.
Okay. So you like being here?
I love Azerbaijan. I love Azerbaijani. I love the language. I love everything. Azerbaijan.
So it's very close to you.
Indeed. Okay. I see many similarities between my culture. So the culture where I come from, the south of Italy, Naples, and also Azerbaijani culture. The importance of family, the importance of education, the importance of relationship, and also friendship. And this is really, really, those are values who are really important.
Okay, I see. And do you teach nowadays, or do you
I
have
have no time. Unfortunately,
of course,
I have no time.
Yes, but maybe special classes, master classes from Mr. Francisco.
We do normally, yes. So I'm trying to provide opportunity for new teachers or people who would like to become teachers in the future. We had some
Deep down, your primary or secondary teacher?
Primary and secondary, both of them.
Okay.
Yep, both of them. We also had some projects with universities and also with the Azerbaijan Teacher Development Center. Also, we create some opportunities of workshops.
Okay. Your contribution in education in Azerbaijan is huge.
Thank
The
you.
other day, we were at some reception, and there was one of our colleagues who was also representative of another school. She said, "When Mr. Francisco, he can find the time. Whenever I turn TV, there is Mr. Francisco doing some training or in some educational institution." And so, yes, it's interesting. It's time management good
Yes,
or
and well
what?
organized. This comes from the music
Music.
background,
Okay.
because when you study music, you need to have everything programmed.
Hmm.
So everything, time management is really important. And I like to make a positive contribution in Azerbaijan.
Okay.
Azerbaijan has a lot of potential. And I know, so I see that the government is also investing in the new opportunities like vocational programs. But uh, whenever I decided to become an educator for a purpose.
Okay.
So
Okay.
to enhance a positive outcome to students, future students or future teachers. And this is what made me move ahead.
And the other day, I've seen you being the training in, let's say, Baku State University, then University of Foreign Languages, etc. And later, do you hire these people to your school, or what way do they apply to school after, or do you have special training for your staff?
After the workshops, we asked them to, if they would like to have an internship in our school, just to see the way that our school works. And if they would like to apply for our school to become teachers, why not? So this is an open space. Whenever the student, the teachers would
If
like
they
to,
follow the
talented,
requirements,
yes, indeed,
meet the
indeed,
requirements.
yes. So we follow the hiring process, the standard hiring process. But I don't do the workshop for teachers because I want to hire them. I do this because, again, I would like to have a positive outcome, positive contribution to the Azerbaijan education. That is really, I see this as a country where I love, which I love, a country where there needs to be, there is a lot of opportunities. So as a foreigner, as a not Azerbaijani, I need to give a positive contribution, so a contribution to this country where I live.
Okay, I see. And do you, or let's say, are you satisfied with the feedback from these trainings? Let's say.
I receive different feedbacks from teachers and for the students of the workshops, and they are really, really inquisitive. The students are really, really curious about to learn. They're really also a lifelong learner too. So they're positive. They want to learn. They want to also have a contribution, not only in Azerbaijan but
Yes,
worldwide.
I completely agree with you. When sometimes, let's say, our generation complaining, saying, "Oh, that young people nowadays bad," or so, I don't agree.
No, yeah,
If you take care after them, if you
yes,
try to share with your experience
yes,
or try to teach them something,
yes.
they are very nice.
Indeed, and
Nowadays,
after it's
young
up to them.
generation,
No,
very
yes,
nice.
indeed, it's up to them if they would like to take it. So
But
take
if they
away.
can see that you are indifferent to them, the same feedback you can
Yes,
get from them.
yes, it's about sharing passion.
Yes.
We have the
Yes.
same purpose. So in the end, and after, if they want to have an impact or make a contribution, they
Yeah.
will in a way.
So my another question will be to you. You are, let's say that you are the author of books about education.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
And you never stop. You
Mhm.
continue yourself studying, then writing, sharing
Yes,
everything that
yes.
you're just admiring.
Try to be
Yes.
active.
Yes. Yeah. And so, do you really think that it's important to be leader in to become successful for young people? Let me explain. For example, uh, nowadays it's very popular to say that everybody should be leader and so on. But there are many children who are just studying well. They're doing their job. Let's say their IQ is very high, but they're not leaders by nature.
Mm. We are different. So
Yes, we're
as
different. And
adults, we are different. As children, they are different. So what it is important to ignite the motivation in the students is to be a role model for them. If and after they will find a way. If they will like, if they have the leadership quality inside, they will definitely in the future they will become a leader. If they don't, they are followers. But in a way or another, a leader or a follower is making a contribution in a place, in a working environment where both of them they're working with. So I study a lot about leadership, but what I profess, what I do is just about being humble, work work hard, and work for others, and provide opportunities for others.
Yeah.
Because that will be the future generation.
So you think that it's also not responsibility, but
It's a duty. It's about ethics. It's about a duty for
duty maybe of the teachers or adults to be more careful to children.
If you
and
decide to
kids.
become a teacher,
Yes.
it's not because you would like to be rich.
Yes.
You decide to become a teacher because of
Yes.
some values.
Yes.
Some values they are not people cannot see. You are the only one who can see. It's about think about the future, think about the others. So
Yeah.
look after others. So you need to be also a psychologist. You need to develop empathy, soft skills, which in other works they're not required.
Okay. See, in general, you are answered the my next
Oh,
question.
sorry. Oh, sorry.
But in any case, I will put this question. It's about that: do we have to follow the standards in education, or we have what you already told
You need to find a way.
Yes,
you need to find a way.
different.
There are standards. If you would like to have or to build an education that has been in the past years, so you are able to continue the same path. But if you think divergently, and this is why it is important to let people to think and students think divergently, there is not one only solution, but there are multiple solutions, and you have to think differently. So this is important to create a different path, a different way of study, a different generation is different, like you said before.
Yeah.
And we need to find a way to provide a different opportunity. What was good in my generation when I study nowadays is not positive. It's not good.
But if we're talking about general, let's say, European standards or international standards, is it possible to not want to follow all these standards here, for example, in your school, or you're also trying to adjust to find its
international standards are important where you can understand if about standardization, like you say, standards are important to understand if safety is perfect. So GDPR are okay. So I find I included something that child protection, something that is really important on one side. On the other side, we don't have to forget about our identity. So we are in Azerbaijan. We are European Azerbaijan School. First of all, we are serve the Azerbaijani students. They have their own identity, their own
But
background.
the first is European coming, then
Of course.
Azerbaijan.
It's similar. There is a link.
Yeah.
Yes, there is a link. So interlinked. And it is important that the international standards are applied in our context, which Azerbaijani standards are respected because about the government, and also European
And culture,
international.
mentality,
Yes, international also included.
And you have been already with European Azerbaijan School 6 years.
6 years, yes.
How much you can, let's say,
I hope to stay here for 10 more years.
yeah, of course, we will never let you go, yes, because you are so not even popular. It seems to be you're part of Azerbaijan nowadays. Already, yes. And the question is not changed. How much, let's say, forward the school could move to the standard that you would like to launch? Yes. The question is again not bad or good. The question is, as you mentioned, it's school in Azerbaijan. Yes, trying to do it's a little long process. It couldn't be done in one day because different society, different people, different mentality. But again, looking at you, and I myself already living long time, yes, I was witness of you coming to this school. And even when I met you first, I said, and even to all my friends, I'm telling that look at these European Azerbaijan school, how much it changed with Mr. Francesco. I don't say that someone was bad or say, maybe time is going also, moving also, different times. But I witness, and I can say it, you not promoted, the school changed. The
Indeed,
school,
yes,
That's
yes,
why my question to you, how
yes.
much you, let's say, how you will, let's say, self-assessment.
Yes, I started when I started. Like you said, so I analyzed the pro and the cons of the school internally because
And sometimes it doesn't depend on the person
oh,
who is
absolutely
there.
not.
Yes,
There is nothing to do with
Mm.
the previous management or
because
the
previous
council.
management I also knew was
Yes,
very nice person.
I
Yes,
indeed,
and
indeed, indeed. So what I did, I just analyzed in what way I was able to move forward the European Azerbaijan School, and I analyzed what was the things that were blocking the growth. And after that, I removed the things that we were blocking, and gradually we will start growing, flourishing. Now I think we are one of the leading schools in Azerbaijan. So in terms of the IB, in terms of international.
What the place of European Azerbaijan School? What place you will put it among them?
First,
Like
first,
number one, of course.
we're
That's
working very hard.
Mhm.
I have the opportunity to work with colleagues who are passionate. And this is what we did at the beginning. So there were the school was diversifying many different things, and we were not bringing the energy together. So what I did, I pulled all the people together in the right direction. So I shared the mission, the vision, and the purpose. And in that, I was able to bring all the people, all the stakeholders together. And nowadays, we have parents who celebrate our school, students who celebrate our school, colleagues who celebrate our school, even colleagues who were not part of the school, they also celebrate internationally our school.
And do you think that for international school, it's important to have many expat teachers?
I disagree with you. I disagree with you.
No, no, no.
What
It's
it
my
is
question.
yes,
I'm not saying that it's like axiom or something.
expat. If you look at the past, expats were used with
Because there are some parents saying, "Oh, you don't have expats; it's not good school."
yeah.
Or another
Expat
owner
don't
saying that let me
yes.
bring expat, the school will be nice.
They do not make a good school a bad school.
Yes.
They make a school differently. So because they bring their perspective according to their background. If they come from UK, so you have
And depends on their qualification.
Of
The
course.
question is not just expat and he will
Oh,
do
indeed,
that.
indeed.
His qualification.
Yes, is that the right person? So again, we go back to the HR, so the screening the people. It is important that everything is about child protection is being focused on, and also the GDPR, and also the police background. So everything is important in terms of expat. What they bring a different perspective. When we talk about diversity, there is diversity if we talk about Azerbaijan and other culture, but also if you look at only at Azerbaijan, in Azerbaijan, there are plenty of diversity, plenty of different people. You go to the north, from the north to the south, you see people completely different. The accent, even the culture, even the cuisine is completely different. And that's the beauty. No? In terms of bringing international teachers, it's something that it's important, but not vital. What we did in European Azerbaijan School, we invested a lot in professional development because we believe that the manpower, the local manpower, can give a positive outcome in education. And this is what we did. And this is what we are doing now. We have a lot of opportunities for local teachers who are.
Do you have trainings for them?
Trainings for them, or they are promoting. What I do, I promote internally, first of all, because I know the person and I see, like you see me growing, I see them growing also.
How many students do you have and how many teachers?
We have approximately 1,700 students at the moment. We have two campuses, and we have all the total staff is about 400, including non-teaching. We are together, teaching and non-teaching staff. We are a big family.
How can you call yourself a strict principal, or you're not principal, it's you, yeah?
You have to wear many different hats. So when you are, sometimes you need to be, according to the things that happen, you need to be.
Do you have you got board of governors or
We have
TDS?
yes. We have a board of directors, yes, governors also, and we have every month we have a meeting. So I'm just reporting to them and what we're doing in the school, the progress of the school, the things that we have to change, and also in terms of innovation, so the things that we are going to implement in the future. So they guide us in terms of strategic plan, and I just put them into practice.
And what's your target, let's say, for 3 years? In 3 years, yes, let's say European Azerbaijan School,
Keep
where
the
it will
quality
be.
high.
I'm afraid to ask in 10 years, 3 years.
All right.
Because the other day I put you this word 10 years. You said no one knows what will be in 10 years. Let's say 3 years. Yes.
What is important for me is about quality. Quality is really important. We are a private education, but what we have is about the funds that we receive are only funds from our parents. So the strategic thing is to invest in education. And to invest in education, we need to receive. And the first thing, if I have to describe, the first point is about quality. Quality for students. We serve our students. We serve our parents. We serve our community. And I think in a big way, so we serve Azerbaijan, because we have also.
And what way do you find out this feedback about quality? Do you have surveys? Or
yeah, it's about self-reflect on what the things, the projects that are working, the projects who are not working, but also about sending survey to parents to understand their perception, sending a survey questionnaire to students also. Is a way of feedback is really important. In the IB program, the feedback that you receive from students is really important for the teachers to move forward. And it's the same approach.
Now my question, you mentioned IB.
All right.
There are IB school, then Cambridge School.
Right,
there's
yes,
these foundation out there.
Yes,
what do you think? What you will say to our audience, what to choose? Because especially nowadays there are so many IB schools, and I don't want to mention them, but they are not all understanding the philosophy of IB and not implementing it in correct way. I think so. It's my opinion.
Yes, of course. IB is a rigorous program, so especially the diploma program. Parents, they have to choose. They have to choose according to their needs, according to, of course, their finance, and according to what they project. Normally, they project the future of the children as a their future, so something they didn't have in the past. But what it is important to understand, I'm a parent too, so I have 3 children.
Yeah,
so
your children, they went IB?
Indeed, yes. If I put myself in as a parent,
they studied in Azerbaijan.
They studied in here at European Azerbaijan School, and the little one started the ELC. So now he's going to move to grade 5 to the secondary campus. But if I project myself as a parent, I can see the first thing is about safety in the school. The second thing is about the students have to learn in a good environment with quality is really important. So the connection with the school, the inclusiveness of the school with the parents is also really important, because I have my voice. I can say something, I can raise something, but I also am able to support the school. So now each parent is going to decide if it's going to be a British curricula, American curricula, IB curricula. What it is important is to provide children with skills. In the future, we don't know what kind of work they're going to do, what kind of work they're going to be. So what it is important for us is to provide students with analytical skills, thinking skills, time management skills, because they're, even in the future, they're able to face unknown challenges, difficult challenges. And what makes you face those things, what makes you successful is to have a certain amount of skills that we're able to project yourself in the future. Content, it's not enough.
And your student, they finish the school together with the IB diploma?
Yes.
Or they spend one more year?
No, all of them. We also implemented a pre-diploma program.
Pre-diploma.
So this will allow our students to stay with us for 12 years. So when they will move abroad.
Shouldn't it be certain years?
No, 12 years is
and
fine.
The student, they are mature to understand this IB program.
Yes. That was another part where we worked very hard at the beginning, because there is about the age. It's about prepare the students to move to university career.
Sometimes it's not only age, sometimes it's just simply maybe mentality and society where, for example, our culture, for example, we are a culture where parents taking very much care of their children.
Yeah.
It seems to me even sometimes you can see 40 years old man, but he's still under the...
It's also in Italy like that. Yes, in Italy it's the same. Yes, in Italy it's the same. Like we said, we're different. So we have parents, from the parents' side, they have a different mentality, a different approach. Some students are more independent, some others, and they're less independent. So we need to be able to support them equally and to provide who are very dependent from the parents to become independent.
Okay, I see. Do you have a special, not training, but talks to the parents? And because every international school, they need to talk, first of all, with their parents.
Indeed,
because
yes.
you're international school, you are bringing another program, and a lot of parents, they have got background from different education, and that's what they have to understand.
Right.
And not in just to come and say my neighbor advised me or someone said let's go to IB, because my mate is studying in IB. Now I would like also my son also to study there.
We have sessions with parents. We also organize a session about developing positive mental health. So after the COVID, after the pandemic, what was really important for us is to bring a positive well-being to the students and to the parents and to the community, because I had a very strong impact. So what we do at the moment is to have sessions with parents, but also organize extra sessions with students and with parents together to tell them about how it is important to look after themselves and after the well-being of themselves.
Okay, I see. And how will you characterize European Azerbaijan School? Not characterize, but let's say what subject it's strong in. For example, is it math, physics, or maybe it's art, or maybe it's or
as
in
we
all
are,
subjects?
As we are an IB school, so the IB school, especially in PYP and MYP, there are framework where all the subjects, there is no one subject, first subject and second subject, subject A or subject B. All the subjects are equal. And this is the beauty of the IB, which arts is really important. Music is really important. Is equally important like a language and like mathematics and science. And this is really, really nice, because you are looking at the students, you provide to the students a full package of all subjects academically, but also holistically on the other side, because like we said before, the learning path doesn't happen only in the school, but also outside the school.
Okay, I see. And one more question. Do you think that there is impact of Italy on your students? Are there many students who would like to go and study in Italy? Because they are principal Italian, yes.
They're not a lot, but this academic year, last year, we also had some students who went to Italy to study in Italy fashion design.
But Italy, it's not only fashion design.
No,
in Italy,
indeed.
there are the Asian universities.
Yes, indeed. These there are 4 students who are going to study in La Sapienza in Rome, and then for the next academic year they're going to study international relations
and engineering very strong
also,
in Italy.
Yes, the Polytechnic in Milan. Yes. The majority of our students they go around the world, so they go to UK, US, Belgium, Netherlands, Italy. Also,
do you have Italian
Turkey.
Language in?
We do. We provide 7 different languages to our students. Italian is one of the languages, and this is again going back to diversity, going back to provide cultural differences, opportunities to our students. And learning a language will allow you to master the culture, to master of course the language, and to project yourself in the future when there are going to be opportunities.
I see. So can you call European Azerbaijan School modern school of 21st century?
We are And
It's not only building, not only building.
Yes, of course. I see when you ask the question, I would think about in general the school at our school. We are a progressive school, an innovative school.
Do you have a lot of innovation
We
that
do.
other schools don't have? For
We
example?
do. We have things in the school. We have
I
planned
could
strategic
see that
plan.
you have got a lot of conferences,
Yes.
a lot of visitors coming
Yes,
to your
yes,
school. You
indeed.
yourself,
Yes.
recently you were in Kazakhstan
Indeed,
also,
yes,
IB,
yes,
IB
yes.
school, yes. It's
We developed an association
okay.
that allowed us to bring different people
Regional,
together.
yes, center, yeah.
We started with European Azerbaijan School, one school, and after we moved to Georgia with another school, Kazakhstan, another school, and now we have 30 schools as part of the association.
Okay.
What I do, I see.
It's because of you.
I think.
Say yes, it's because Francesco Banchini is the best.
It's about it's about bringing people together, different people. This is the thing that I can do really easily. This is my talent, bringing people together and to work.
Do you have a nice team at school?
I do, and that's why we are so successful because each one of us supports the other. It's not just about that I'm the CEO and director. So if people need help, there is no hierarchical system. There is an hierarchical system on the paper, but whatever we are in the school is just horizontal. So we are all together in this.
And what kind of innovation do you have that other schools don't have?
I cannot tell you. If not, so the others are going to, they can copy us.
I see.
You will see.
Yes, you will see. Yes, be patient. Yes. What about your family?
Oh, I have 3 kids.
First time I met you, the reception of Italian ambassador, with your nice wife,
yes.
And you have got 3 children.
Yes, I have 3 children. Maria Elena is my wife, so we met in Italy many years ago.
She's also a teacher?
She is a teacher, yes, but we met in a completely different environment. I was a musician organizing a concert, and she was part of a dancing group.
Oh,
so we met. Because of the arts. And after we have 3 kids. Christina is the first one, 14 years old. Greta is the second one, 11 years old. And Dante, the last one, who was born in Doha, 10 years old. And we tend to sing together, dancing and singing during evening time.
Are they happy in Azerbaijan?
They are very happy. They're super happy. Especially the second one, Greta, is my Azerbaijani teacher. So then, when
she speaks Azerbaijan?
She speaks fluently in Azerbaijan.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
And I ask her, can you teach me? Can you teach me? So sometimes when she has homework, I sit nearby her and we do the homework together.
Let me call you Mr. Banchini, you are a lot. Sometimes it seemed to me that I have known you for several years and know everything about it. But then again, today I found that you are a musician. Again, now you're talking, and again, it seems to me you are. We have to explore you, and find more and more, because you yourself never stop learning. Yes,
indeed,
learn to live.
I'm passionate about learning. I'm passionate about education.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. What message will you send to our audience, to our people? Being at our
first
channel.
First of all, thank you very much for the invitation. It has been really great to be with you and to discuss with you what it is important, what you're doing even for education is vital. So you create awareness of what it is important for parents and students to understand. And this is an innovation that you are doing.
Send us Greta one day to talk to
her. Definitely.
It will be nice, yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming, especially I know you're so busy, and it's
a great pleasure.
Just an honor to me that you are here and you came here and answered all questions. So there weren't tricky questions, yes.
We can if you want. So next time you can.
No, what kind of tricky questions? You are so open and sincere that there is no need to put tricky questions. Yes, dedicated to education, dedicated and loyal to your school.
Indeed.
That's why there is no need for tricky questions. So thank you very much.
Pleasure.